Wait a second. Kamala Khan isn't part of the X-Men. Why were you in the closet?
The Nerd Fighters!
Hello everyone, so I'm going to review the G. Willow Wilson Kamala Khan Miss Marvel book. Now, it's not going to be like a point-by-point review of like an issue or anything, it's just going to be like my general summary. Bear in mind that I've only read to issue 19, so if you've read past that, no spoilers! Okay, so for those of you who don't know the premise, let me explain. So, there's this girl named Kamala Khan. She's a Pakistani American teenager who sneaks out one day and goes to a party who disobeys her parents. Because of this, she gets infected with this Terrigen mist that awakens some latent powers within her, and then she becomes this really stretchy bendy girl who's allowed to change her shape and morph into whoever she wants. Great for Kamala because she's always felt like an outsider in an American country. Now, she can be whoever she wants, right? Well, it turns out that when she changed into the person that she wanted, which was a white-haired, blonde, really pretty lady, turns out she didn't like it so much. So she decided by herself to not be that and to just be her. And due to her incredible fascination with the Avengers and comic books, she decides to take on the moniker Miss Marvel. And that's where we get our title from. She is the new Miss Marvel. Because Carol Danvers now goes by like Captain Marvel or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Forget. Because I don't care about any other superheroes but like Kamala Khan. What I really like about this book is that it takes its pace. We don't really see Kamala do any we don't really see like Kamala Khan or Miss Marvel do any major fighting until maybe issue like 4 or 5. The first couple of issues are literally just sitting there developing her character. And there's so much great stuff in here about like identity and like the fluidity of identity and how like identities can change and be multiplicitous and often like contradictory at the same time. Her powers are actually a great metaphor for this. She can literally change into anybody she wants. But Kamala Khan chooses to stay Kamala Khan and fight as Kamala Khan. There's always this thing about person needing to be multiple people in order to be accepted, but this book proves that you don't need to be multiple people to be accepted. You just need to be your multiplicitous, identity-laden, complex self, and it's great. But it's not just Kamala Khan. Every single character in this book has their complexities and their nuances. I particularly like Nakia because Nakia is just great. She literally has the best line out of all of the Miss Marvel comics that I've read so far. It's great, and when you hear it, you'll laugh like a lot, kind of like I did. It's great. It's so great. And the artwork, oh my goodness, the artwork. Adrian Alfano really knows how to capture just like some really raw emotions just from a few panels of animation or sequential art. Just like, look at this. Look at how much emotion is in all of these panels, and it's just even like the subtle things. It's not just because the people who aren't talking doesn't mean they don't show emotion. I mean, seriously, look at that like face from Kamala. It's so great. Every single panel is just rich and filled to the brim with such emotion. Most comic book artists wish that they could draw as good as Adrian Alfano. It's just everything about this book is almost fantastic. I say almost because while G. Willow Wilson does a fantastic job of capturing the lexicon of Generation Y, sometimes she goes a little too far with it. Like, in one chapter, or in one issue, Bruno, one of Kamala's male friends, actually says Bitcoin for your thoughts. Like seriously? Bitcoin for your thoughts. I mean, okay. I'm sorry, this might just be a me thing, but I've never, ever heard anybody say Bitcoin for your thoughts. Like, no, that's just not, like, I'm sorry. I mean, if they have, I'd really like to see some evidence of this, but I've never heard anyone anywhere ever say Bitcoin for your thoughts. So, I mean, I don't even know if people use Bitcoin. Do people use Bitcoin? Let me know in the comments if people use Bitcoin. I will be fully willing to retract this criticism if it turns out that enough people use Bitcoin for it to be in the lexicon of Generation Y people. But I mean, any review that I do could not do it justice, because I can't sit here and talk about Ms. Marvel in any coherent fashion, because I just love it so much that, like, my inner fanboy takes over, and I can't. Like, I just can't. It's great, it's fantastic, and if I was, like, sitting here writing out the review and, like, you know, doing it in, like, a very proper way, then I could maybe say something coherent, but then again, I'd probably just gush about it for another 10 minutes, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. So DFTBA, have a great day, and guys, be marvelous. What up, t-shirt reference? I'm gonna probably read the last trade paperback before, or while this video is rendering. It's literally a fantastic issue, or a fantastic, like, compilation of issues. It's great.